and welcome to a new episode of Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Lyuk.
The episode is titled The Miracle Money Mindset, and it's just in time to launch your 2021 new year with ways to go from fear about your money to absolute, unequivocal, beyond a shadow of a doubt, in a high frequency, wonderful, self-centered, wonderful, delicious way to elevate what? Your monetary freedom.
And we'd like to thank you for staying with us and listening to us and viewing us for the first season of Coming Out with Liz and Eddie.
And we promise you there's a whole lot more fantastic content coming in 2021. So thank you very much and have seriously a happy new year. I think we should just absolutely dive right into our last episode.
I think so.
It's called The Miracle Money Mindset. And we're going to hopefully take you from where we used to be.
Yes.
When it comes down to the way we thought or felt or believed about money. I used to think money was a bad word and didn't know that it was a bad word.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, I really want more money. There's not enough money. I really work hard for the money. Child, I was like Donna Summer. She worked hard for the money. What Sunset Pete? Oh, yeah, she was working hard for the money, too, on Sunset. Okay. Not Donna, but the girl she was singing about.
I know.
And so when we talk about money, a lot of you don't realize that you have a low frequency about it. You will be activating ancestral beliefs about money that have nothing to do with who you are now and what you're setting forth to do. So in launching the final episode of Coming Out with Liz and Eddie, we're doing the Miracle Money Mindset. Now, the subtitle for that is it's to help you stop contradicting your desire so that you create a wealth esteem. And even though we're talking about monetary freedom, wealth esteem for us isn't anything to do with physical riches. Yes. It's everything to do with feeling good and great and euphoric from the inside out.
Absolutely.
Because that's what makes your self-esteem a wealth esteemable act.
Yes.
So with the Miracle Money Mindset, let's break it down, Liz.
Break it down, Edward.
Break it down.
Okay.
So what is a miracle?
A miracle is a thought, a feeling, a heart expression that you create to transform your life from what has been before, maybe a negative situation, to a more positive one where it opens up. It's expansive. Anything feeling expansive, that's what a miracle is.
Perfect. And money is, we're changing your mindset. You have an existing mindset about money. Our goal is to elevate that mindset to a miracle money mindset, changing the perspective of where you used to be to where you want to be, and then locking that in. I wanted to launch this with a quote by Kelly Howell. She's the queen of helping you subconsciously program your subconscious and conscious in harmony so that you become a prosperity magnet. Her quote is, "Prosperity is a state of grace, abundance, and well-being that is easily attainable, but you must choose it. No matter your current beliefs about money, you have the power to change your financial world by shifting your thoughts and feelings about it." And I think the key word here is choose. You must choose it.
Absolutely.
If you're not intentionally choosing what you do want, you will get whatever comes your way unconsciously.
Well, you're choosing, but you're choosing something you don't want.
That's right.
So you need to be aware and awake.
And I do something every single day. I'll do something every single day to keep myself in a wealth esteem.
What do you do, Eddie?
Appreciation's number one.
Oh, absolutely.
I am all about appreciating. I'm about expanding my consciousness. So if I'm walking past a tree, I'm not just going to walk past it and treat it like an inanimate object. I'm going to literally be thanking it for its beauty. Mm-hmm. I'll connect my energy with its energy. Every crack in the sidewalk, every blade of grass. I'm a really weird person because I love to deliberately expand my consciousness from just what I see and then get into the feeling frequency of it. The reason feeling frequencies are important with nature is because, child, have you ever seen a tree worried about paying its mortgage? I don't think so. Have you ever seen the ocean worried about groceries?
No.
Not with cruise lines dumping food off in it. So nature is pure positive energy. It is opulent. It is abundant. It is one of the purest sources to go to and get yourself all tuned in and tapped in and turned on with the miracle money mindset.
Yeah, it's a big cleanser and it helps heal the body.
It does. We have 8 mistakes we want to share with you. Now, this is based on all of your wonderful emails coming in about money. We've done 12 episodes. This is our 12th one. And most of you want to ask about money, and that's okay. Somebody said, what's the biggest mistake that we make when money comes into our consciousness? And so Liz is going to share the first one. And we'll just alternate them.
Yeah.
How about that, girl?
Oh, I think that's a great idea, Eddie. Okay. So the first one is work hard at a job that you don't like or that you hate.
That's a big
A
mistake.
lot of people just fall into it. Oh, I need a job. I need to earn money, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you continue in a job that you don't like, it will begin to turn back on you as, what do you call that? You're butt-predicting?
Yeah, you're butt-predicting your energy.
Yeah.
And you're doing some serious asphalting too.
Yeah.
With some crabitude. Okay?
But yeah, you don't want to continually work at a job you don't like, because ideally, if you work at something that you love, like Eddie loves to do this. He absolutely adores it. So he could work 24/7, and to him, it's not work.
That's right.
And that's part of the example or the expression of it, is because it becomes not working. It becomes something you love. So then everything around it begins to expand. You begin to create. You begin to draw people to yourself that will help you expand what you're doing.
That's exactly
and bring
right.
you that idea of wealth esteem.
And remember, it's miracle mindset, which
Yes.
means what? Even if you don't like your job,
Yes.
nobody on planet Earth has the power to shift it from a negative perspective
Yeah.
to a positive perspective. And except for you.
Yeah.
You shift it. So you might not like the job. You might not like what you're
Exactly.
doing at the job. You have the ability to flip from irritation to something lighter, not happy to something better, because your imagination is either working for you or against you.
Yeah. A great point, Eddie, because like you can be in a situation where it is so difficult. This is not what you want to do, blah, 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 blah. Then all of a sudden, yeah, it's your perspective. Well, you know what? I'm going to use this as a stepping stone to get to the next thing I want to do, because it is giving me A, B, C, and D.
That's right.
So therefore, I will use this until I can get to the place where I can do something else.
And we're going to give you some sage advice because we're young and sexy and thin. And here's what we learned through living life.
Yes.
You're going to get to a certain point in your life, we're at it now, where we will look back at a job that we did not like or
Yes.
that we hated at one point. And you're going to get to a point in your life. I promise you this, and Liz will promise you this.
Yes.
You're going to get to a point in your life where you literally are grateful for it.
Absolutely.
You're going to be thankful. You're going to be happy you had it. And you're going to, hindsight being 2020, when you get to 60 years old and 61, then what's going to
He's
happen?
always going to be younger.
That's right. Child, please, like Barry Manilow and Bette Midler. And that is, you're going to look back and you're going to be grateful that you had it. Hindsight's always 2020.
Yeah.
Appreciate it now. Why? Because then you will get out of it faster into bigger and better things. So on the 8 mistakes people accidentally make when it comes to the subject of money, the first one is working hard at a job you hate is negatively. It's not beneficial for you. It's going to backfire on you. The second thing is being jealous of other people's financial success. When you are jealous of somebody else's success, do you feel good or do you feel bad?
I feel terrible.
You feel terrible. And if you feel terrible, then you are attracting what to you?
More of the same thing.
More things that feel terrible. The more jealous, the more insecure, the more envious, the
More
more
of the same
angry,
thing.
the more hurt you are that somebody has something more than you or nicer than you. If you are going to be upset about it, the universe says, I love you unconditional. You have free will. Here's more lack, 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 lack.
Absolutely.
And so it's important to shift that. What's the third one?
They say, I'm so tired. I can't do it anymore. I'm not able to get up anymore, blah, blah. So any negative thought you have about your position right now, currently, excuse me, but it's very similar to the work at a job that you don't like. I think that a very key thing they brought up was you change your perspective. And what you verbalize, again, what you verbalize has a particular vibration and energy. You want to change that around. I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm going to do a good job today.
That's right.
You know, whatever it is, whatever your word is, whatever your vocabulary is, to shift that around so it's more positive and not negative, that will help you actually shift your conditions by which you are working so you can create the reality that you prefer.
There you go. And when you say I'm tired, your money stops.
Well, you become more tired.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anyone who's ever said I'm tired who wasn't tired.
Yeah.
Right.
But you become more tired.
That's what I was going to say. You become more tired. So you're in a double deficit.
Yeah.
And then you reiterate it throughout the day. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
So the universe
I'm
is saying,
tired.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says deficit, deficit, deficit times 10. Lack, 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 lack. And then you're going to dip yourself into a not good place. The fourth thing, and 8 mistakes that people innocently make when it comes to attracting money, is they imagine the worst case scenario.
Oh my God, yeah.
I've been there. I've done it. I used to do it. What if I'm homeless? What if I'm living under a bridge? What if I have to wear a size 30?
What if it's so funny. A friend of mine, I have an anecdote that I want to share with you. I have some friends of mine, and he was a doctor, and he was working with an elderly doctor who had gone back to work, and he was in his 80s. Mm-hmm. And he was saying, he goes, tell me something. He said, what would you tell me now at my age? Wow. And he was in his 40s and the doctor was in his 80s. And he said, what would you tell me now that you have learned from your life that you would tell me now? And he said, I worried about things that never happened. He's in his 80s. And he goes, don't ever do that. It is a waste of time. Worry is a waste of time. Again, the worst case scenario, as Eddie said, it's not going to happen. 99% of the worst things that you can think of, they just don't happen.
That's right. And you are innocently wasting time focusing on it. You don't mean to, but you do. You can't help it. What's the next thing?
It's worrying about money. It's not, it's not responsible. It's because when you worry about it, the more lack you have, the more you don't have it. So if you worry about, oh my God, I can't pay my bills, I can't do this, the more it creates that avalanche of energy.
Hardworking people and kind people like yourselves, you were innocently taught that worrying was a responsible thing to do. If you don't worry about the child, if you don't worry about the money, if you don't worry about your home, then you're being irresponsible. When the truth is, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
When you choose not to worry about the money and you appreciate the money instead, even if you just go general, you're going to start attracting more of what you want. Worry blocks and stops.
Can I add to that is that a big antidote to worry is take action. If you take action and you're worried about something, take action. Go do something. A lot of times when I'm a little worried, I can say that I still fall into that once in a while. And especially during this pandemic, I would get up and I'd say, okay, let me schedule myself. Let me fix. I love fixing things and organizing things, not my bedroom, but everything else I like to do and organize it. It makes me feel as if I have control over my life.
That's right.
And then that energy of anxiety and worry, it goes away.
Because you're being productive.
Yes.
You're choosing to do something.
Exactly.
Emotion is motion moving through you.
Yeah.
That's what emotion is. If you're worried, it's stuck emotion. It's stuck motion. It's just marinating in there, like in this big cesspool of disconnection from source energy. And the next one is when we commiserate. Oh, child, there's a pizza. Commiserating with other people about being. Look how the universe just keeps serving up beautiful men and delicious food today. It's funny how that works. So the next thing is when we commiserate with other people about being broke.
Oh, Lord.
Water cooler talk. When somebody, somebody's always outbroken some other broke person.
That's right.
I'm more broke than you.
Let me be in competition with you in lack.
Let's
okay.
do it.
Okay. Oh, God, Eddie.
But people do it, and it's kind of like a broke off.
Yeah.
Tom Brokaw. That's going to be my drag name. So commiserating with others about being broke is fun water cooler talk for about 2.5 seconds. Then after that, the universe is going to slap your ass upside the head.
You just follow it up.
Broke.
And you find yourself doing that. That's okay. But just follow it with something positive. Just change that thought. Transform that thought.
Exactly. We have 2 more in the 8 biggest mistakes that people make. We're telling you this in advance because we don't want you to change the channel.
Exactly.
Because we're telling you the things that people do that they don't know that they do that's stopping their money and their financial freedom. And then we're going to give you some high frequency tools that's going to help you be a monetary magnet.
Look at what they don't have instead of what they do have. So you want to look at what you have. If you look at what you don't have, then you amplify that thought and that feeling, and the universe responds. So remember, the universe will respond to what you think and feel and desire. So what you say, what you speak out is, I don't have this, I don't have that. But focus, what do you have? Take an inventory of what do you have in your life that you're grateful for. We talked about this in more than one show, right, Edward?
At least 2.
Yeah, at least 2. We talked about it and we said, look, make that inventory. I know for some of you, you don't want to sit down and write. By writing it down, it actually takes it out of here and it puts it in the physical. So take it out of your head and take the time to take a pen to paper or pencil and write it down. Pen's better. And to see what you have and actually look at it. And then you will see that you're not really behind the 8 ball that you thought you were.
That's right. And we're not talking about texting it to yourself. We're not talking about emailing it to yourself. We ain't talking about typing it on your computer. You ain't Jane Jetson. So what you're going to do is Jane Jetson.
I know Jane.
You're going to think it, ink it. And the reason you're going to do that is exactly how Liz said. When you are handwriting it, you can't focus on anything but what you're writing. And what you're choosing to write is something that feels high frequency or opulent or good or happy.
And when you do write it, it helps you to manifest that thought. So you really want to do that's really a final action. So think it, as Eddie said, ink it, write it. And then as you write it, it will manifest itself.
And the 8th thing and the 8 biggest mistakes that people make is appreciation amnesia. That's the real epidemic.
Oh.
That's a pandemic.
You have to tell me about that
That's
one.
That's a fear-demic. So appreciation amnesia is, have you ever met anyone, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, a big old lump of money landed in their lap, their husband found where the G-spot was, the hair looked good, their house is beautiful, but they don't appreciate anything? They have appreciation amnesia.
Oh, yeah.
Or the people who have 10,000 things that are going really good for them, and they go, yeah, I chipped a nail.
Or the one thing that they don't have, that's what they're focusing on.
And it's usually something trivial to set it up so that they get to congregate with somebody else and have a little whiny, sucky, moany bitch fest.
Or Or like, so then it becomes all about them.
Well, yeah, there's a whole show on self-centered, narcissistic, bipolar, da 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 da.
Next season.
Yeah, on season 2 with Liz and Eddie. No, for real, for real. So
Yeah.
it's appreciation amnesia is simply when you consciously choose to not be grateful. You're consciously choosing to not count your blessings.
That's
You're
it.
consciously choosing to seek something out, find one little microscopic, molecular, little atomic piece of something that ain't nothing to complain about.
Exactly. No,
And
That's
those
true.
are 8 mistakes that people make when it comes to creating money. And if you're just tuning in, you're watching Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
and I'm Liz Lyu.
This show is called The Miracle Money Mindset, and it's how to stop contradicting your money and your financial freedom and getting you back into wealth esteem. And all of us in the law of attraction movement, metaphysics, paranormal movement, we are studiers. We study, we study, we study, we learn, we learn, we learn.
We observe.
Yes, and we're curious. And I was so sick of working 3 jobs and barely able to pay my $315 a month rent.
Yeah.
With no credit card debt, by the way.
Yeah.
And I wanted a shift. And whenever I became conscious of metaphysics, and then I realized I created my own reality. First of all, I was pissed. I was mad. I was angry with God and the universe. And then I got over my damn self. I ate a pie.
With ice cream.
Yeah. And that's how I went from 30 to 38. Okay, it's 40. Don't judge me.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is I found out about affirmations.
Yes.
And affirmations only work if you sync up your conscious thought, conscious feelings with your subconscious belief system. So I had a little laminated card. It was bright green. And one of the affirmations on it is everything I touch turns to gold and green.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
And money comes to me in surprising, unlimited ways. I read my little 10 on the front and 10 on the back. Every time I had a break between one of my 3 jobs. How many jobs did I have, Liz?
3.
3, honey. And so I was reading the affirmations. I was playing with the energy. I was having fun with it. I'd never done affirmations before. So it's a new tool that my heart and gut and head had never used.
But you were compelled to do it.
Compelled to do it. And I was told how they worked and why I should be doing it as a new tool. Child, let me tell you what happened. Everything went from 0 to 60. I ended up getting more private dance students that year than I'd ever gotten before the recital. My best friend surprised me with the trip to the Bahamas to what? Swim with dolphins. Somebody that had owed me a big chunk of money that I'd long forgotten about paid me out of the clear blue. Somebody had asked me if they could buy some props that I had, and they gave me a bunch of money for that. And then we got on the airplane to go where? To the Bahamas to what? Swim with dolphins. And
For what? Your birthday.
I don't remember.
Was it your birthday?
It was the last trip he was going to have before he died. So it was us going to kind of celebrate his life thing.
Yeah.
And we were on the plane, and the flight attendant says, we do this thing going to the Bahamas called Flying for Dollars. And we have 2 lotteries. One is the $1 lottery, and one is the $5 lottery. And you write your seat number on the bag.
Yeah.
And so she went through, child, I have a photograph of this. I was in seat 12F. I'd been doing affirmations for about a month.
Yeah.
She goes up to the front of the plane. She pulls out, she's fishing around for money. And Tim is sitting to my left. I went, oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm a super shy person. I know you can't tell it because I act like I'm all extroverted and shit, but let me tell you, I will take Imodium AD and wear a Depend in a heartbeat if I have to come to your party and talk to people. So I'm sitting against the window with nobody between Tim and I.
Yeah.
Tim's on the aisle. I'm in seat 12F. She starts fishing around in the bag, and I psychically knew. I knew that I knew that I knew she was going to call my seat number. My face got red. I broke out in hives. And I said, Tim, she's going to call my seat number. And he's like, Queen, please, you always think stuff like that. And she said, the winner is 12F.
Oh, Lord.
And Tim looked at me and said, you bitch. Because that's how we talk to each other.
That's what a best friend would say.
100%. And then because I put like $2 or $3 in the bag.
Yeah.
And so then there was the $5 bag drawing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little Tim had put like $5 in the $5 bag. Mm-hmm. And she drew the $5 bag and somebody else won that. She came and gave me the bag. I have a whole bag filled with singles. I had $85 worth of singles in the bag. And Tim took a picture of it. We get to the Bahamas. And this is the extension of doing the affirmations.
Yeah.
Going from poverty consciousness to prosperity consciousness and wealth esteem. We get there, and I did not know there was a waiting list to swim with dolphins that was 3 months long.
Oh, I didn't know that.
3 months. And we get there, and we were running around. We were having fun. And then I thought, I have to call. I have to call right now. I just know I need to call. Pick the phone up. The phone is busy twice, and then I finally get through, and I said, I'm calling to sign up to swim with dolphins. Now, I didn't know at that time that it was a 3-month waiting list. She said, oh my God, today's your lucky day. And I said, why? She said, there's a 3-month waiting list to swim with dolphins. And the person before you just canceled. It's a couple. So if there were 2 of you, I could let you come. Mm-hmm. But there's just 1 of you. I said, no, it's me and my best friend. Mm-hmm. And she said, you just got bumped up in front of the line.
Oh my God.
Because she didn't want to go do whatever. And so then Tim and I got to go swim with dolphins. Now, here's the moral of the story. I believed that you could only attract money by working your ass off.
But you changed your mind.
I changed my mind. I changed my beliefs. I changed my feelings.
Yep.
I changed my gratitude on purpose. And I was vibrating off the chart. That was the big giant turning point for me with how you attract what you attract. It's not by busting your butt.
No.
The action helps a little bit. It's how you feel, how you think, and where you're coming from the inside out.
That's right.
I love stuff like that. Tell me
I
what
love
you
it.
think. I'm now awareness with money, and I am wealth esteemable. My name is Liz Lyu, and I come here every single to feel good and
Feel
be connected
good
to
and
source energy.
Exactly. Okay, my big awareness about money, I think it came when I was 19 and I flew to the Philippines. I didn't think I was going to go. My mother's Filipino, but I was going to go meet some friends, and I went with $5 in my pocket, literally. And I don't think anybody knows this. I went with $5 in my pocket.
In a dream.
No, in a dream. And I flew there. We stopped over in Osaka, in Japan, and the airport, the Japan Airlines, they gave us a hotel for the night, and I stayed up all night because I've never traveled that far by myself. And I was talking there with some American people, 2 guys, and then it was time for us to go. We had to go. And it's so funny. I missed the bus. I had $5 in my pocket. Ooh. And I literally got in a taxi. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but they got me a taxi, and I guess the airlines paid for it because I missed the bus. Thank the gods. And then I got to the airport, and then I was able to arrive in Manila. It was fine. And I met my friends who took care of me. And of course, my 2 gay friends. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what I was going to do, so I stayed with them. They were so sweet. And so they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. So for about a week, they taught me how to walk. They taught me how to pose. And they said, you're going to be a model. I said, and this is not what...
They were doing a crash course on S&M. That's what we call it in my world. S&M is stand and model, speak and model, spin and model.
Because that's
set
not
and model.
that's not my thing. It's not like something I wanted to do. It
That's
was
why they
like
had to
not a
teach you, child.
I was a makeup artist at the time, and I was more cerebral, and I was just going, oh, I don't want to do that, blah blah blah. They said, come on, just do it. Do it. Soon as I did, I was on every catwalk, every cover. I think I did like 15 covers in 1 month. Wow. It was crazy. It was just like I was on fire. And so that's where my first money awareness came, when I realized that, oh, wow. I mean, like, it's just like I knew when I left the United States, I would be okay. Who would think that?
You sensed it, you felt it, and it's an inner knowing, which is what wealth esteem is. And that's part of the miracle money mindset. It's the miracle mindset. We all are born
it
with
was a miracle.
and we're trained out of it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, thinking about it, I had $5 in my pocket. That's it.
Frederick Langbridge has a great quote. He says, 2 men look through the same bars.
Yeah.
One sees mud and the other stars.
Yeah.
And Russell Cromwell said in a lecture he gave called Acres of Diamonds, you have no right to be poor. I'm going to get it wrong. You have no right to be poor. Everybody is born rich. I'm totally flubbing it up, but it's like you can be poor just as easily as being rich. Mm-hmm. And if you look at just what's around you, you know why 90% of the people that are born in poverty never get out of poverty? Because they only look at the world around them, and then they feel that is their only world. When what we were doing and what we want you to do, we all have it. Every human has it till it's trained out of us. It doesn't matter how the world you live in looks. It is how you feel inside that will elevate you up and out of it. You can fly to Manila with $5 in your pocket.
With a stopover in Osaka.
Right. And guess what? Guess how much it costs to swim with dolphins?
No. What?
$80.
No. You're so cute.
And that's what I want on the plane.
That's perfect.
And so the wealth esteemable piece is, I got the money on the plane to swim with the dolphins that had a 3-year waiting list that I got in and got Tim in right then and there. So again, it was nothing out of my pocket, but the wealth esteemable part of it, the prosperity consciousness, is doors and windows open up on earth when you open your doors and windows in your soul.
Oh, absolutely. And then also, to add to what Eddie has said, even though, like, for example, that Eddie went to go swim with dolphins, he said, you see where the universe had brought people into your lives to support you. Like you had the stewardess, you had that woman on the phone to help you with that. You know, you had your best friend, bring you over. Like, I had my best friends. They're my best friends till to this day, John and Sunny. They, shout out to you. And they helped me, they supported me, they took care of me. I mean, I don't think without them it would have happened. But even all along the way, JAL, the airlines, everything, it just happened that way.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And when we have contrast on the earth plane, it doesn't mean we did something wrong or bad or stupid or that we're broken. It means there's just enough contrast there to gently remind you to flip from disconnection to reconnection, from poverty to prosperity. That's what it means. And again, 2 men look through the same bars. One sees mud, one sees stars.
Yeah.
And you have both of those people inside of you.
Yeah.
Now, one of the bullet points we wanted to talk about, or prior to the bullet points, is most money beliefs are negative and convoluted. And it always proves that we never, ever get the money that we want. We can only get the money that we are.
That's right.
So if you believe that you have to kill yourself to get the money, that's going to be
that's exactly what your experience is.
That's right. You're only going to get that. Now, we have some bullet points that we want to go over with. And by the way, if you're just tuning in, you're watching Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Lyu.
Today's show is all about the miracle money mindset, and it's a quick crash course on stop contradicting your desire so that you can create an authentic wealth esteem, where we talked about some 8 mistakes that people make when it comes to money. Now we're going to tell you some great things that help you live in the miracle money mindset. So Liz, why don't you jump?
Yeah. Our desire must be stronger than our resistance to the money,
And that works,
to that energy.
yes, and it works with everything.
Everything.
Like, listen, during the pandemic, I gained and gained and gained because I wasn't seeing anybody. I wasn't doing anything. And I was like, ain't nobody going to see all this loving. Child, listen, my milkshake wasn't bringing no boys to the yard. My milkshake was scaring the boys, the cats, the dogs, the men's, the women's off. Listen, my milkshake would not, the pizza delivery person was like, no ma'am, I ain't going to touch your milkshake.
That's right.
So my desire when we started doing this was off the charts. Because I knew all this loving was going to be on the wide angle lens for y'all.
That's right.
And then I got scared. That's why you see me wearing sports jackets and sports bras. That's how it works. So with money, you have to get your desire to be higher and more pure than your existing resistance.
So again, so you need to break down your old belief systems in regards to money, and you need to reframe it in a more positive manner.
And that positive manner is the feel-good fuel that brings it to you. The second bullet point is we must ask for the money in order to attract it. Or I'm just going to say monetary ease, because none of us grew up hearing our mama and daddy say, do you think monetary ease grows on trees, Edward? I didn't know what the word monetary meant until I was almost 35. Don't judge me, people. Don't judge me. So you must ask for the monetary ease. Here's the rub. With no attachment.
Absolutely no attachment.
If I have the monetary ease, I'll be able to buy me a second half to my trailer. If I have the monetary ease, I can go to the prom and wear my sparkly sequin dress.
That's right. And because if I don't get it, this is what's going to happen. That's right behind the thought.
That's right.
That's actually right behind the thought.
So you must ask for the monetary ease energetically with no justifications, no attachments.
And that, let me add to that, is that when you ask for this prosperity that's coming to you, that you deserve, that you are entitled to, then you have to be open to the fact it can come to you in any way, shape, or form. Don't limit it to just, it has to be this way, or it has to be this way. Yep. You want it to come in any way, shape, or form. You're open to it. You will be pleasantly surprised.
And that's the miracle piece, right?
Yes.
Because humans will try. Listen, if you know you have to get $2,000 right now to pay your rent and you don't know where you're going to get it, humans can come up with one way, two ways. Hardly ever can they come up with 3 ways. God, it's been so long. 3 ways. The universe can find literally billions of ways to get you the monetary ease that you're looking for. But we try TRY every effing angle on planet Earth to figure out how to get it. And usually it entails manipulation, a sob story, something to pull it to you. But then you're in another double, triple deficit. And you know, we're tired. We're outgrowing those games, those energetic games.
Okay. And then the next one is money automatically has endless attachments, programs, belief systems, and ancestral baggage. So we're talking about generational. So we're talking about maybe your great-grandfather. You don't even have to know them. Your great-grandfather, your grandfather, your father, your mother. It could be an uncle, an aunt. Anyone that have imprinted from you since you were very young. Also, it's within the energy of those generations being imprinted down to the next generation. This is what we thought about money. This is what we thought about money. This is what we thought about money. So therefore, you could be the one to break the chain. Just think about that way. What an opportunity.
Yeah.
You could be the one to break it.
Yeah, you're not. Your soul picked that generational thing. Your soul picked those bumps and bruises, and your soul remembers. Sometimes you have soul amnesia, but your soul picks it. Your soul chose to come in and take that ancestral lineage that your parents and parents and parents and parents and parents of their parents had, and then to cut the cords. That's the next thing. Cut the psychic cords of the existing belief system that's tied to your generational ancestry. It's been proven by psychologists and science that you are walking around with 5 cellular generations of belief systems inside of you. And it's actually way easier to cut loose from it than you think. And it's by expanding your consciousness, by playing fun things like we do on the show all the time.
Yeah.
And what's our last one?
Our last one is connection to the desired end result is always the best. So focusing on what it is that you want and allowing the response to come to you from the universe in any way, shape, or form. So letting go of all the old belief systems and just literally focusing on what it is that you want.
Exactly.
That's it. There's no any other way to extrapolate it. It's just focusing on what it is that you want.
And when you focus on it purely, you're connected. When you're connected, you're summoning life force energy. When you're summoning life force energy, you are literally attracting from non-physical into physical more of that essence that you're holding on to. Now, one of the things that we like to play with, I apologize in advance, y'all, because here comes an acronym. Okay. It is acronyms. But one of the ways to stay inside of the miracle money mindset is to put on your thinking cap, CAP. Now, it's an offshoot from think it, ink it. So you put on, I should call it your inking cap, because I'm like a squid in the ocean. I'm going to ink you and I'm going to fly away, honey. So it's like put on your thinking cap. CAP is an acronym for celebrate, appreciate, and perpetuate. And what that means is whatever you celebrate, when you're celebrating something, do you feel cute or do you feel fugly?
How do you feel?
I feel cute.
Okay.
When I'm celebrating and I'm all
That's
celebrating
right.
and I'm feeling connected.
That's right.
I feel so happy. Listen, I can watch a television show when Oprah's giving away cars or Ellen DeGeneres is hitting some of her staff behind the scenes, but she's giving away nice stuff to the public. Allegedly. I can watch her audience going crazy, and I will get teary-eyed. I will jump up.
You'll be so excited for them, right?
I'll be clapping like a seal at SeaWorld. Don't judge me, girl, because I'll cut you. CAP, celebrate, appreciate. When you celebrate something and you appreciate it, the universe is going to perpetuate more of the essence of that very thing that you're feeling all cute and sexy about. Okay, so tell me something real quick that you celebrate.
Oh, everything. I celebrate life.
Crabs.
What? Crabs?
Tell me something you celebrate. I celebrate everything because I'm a highly evolved person.
No, I
said crabs, and you said what?
No, I celebrate life. I celebrate, oh my God, my comfortable bed. I celebrate, I just love luxuriating in my bed. I like sleeping. I don't get a lot of it. Lately I have been. I know, lately I have been. I celebrate my family. The fact that I'm with them still. No, really. You guys, you don't really understand. It's like, we have a finite time on this earth, right?
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I meant. We have a finite time on this earth. Oh. And so the fact that we have an opportunity to spend with our families, I'm going to smack you. That we have an opportunity to spend with our families, and I can see my grandson, I can see my daughter as they grow up, and you observe my son-in-law, my friend Ebony.
Oh.
Okay. Eddie, everybody. I mean, everybody. You see them. That's what I call family. Okay. And so that's what I celebrate every single day.
So here's a question. Speaking of appreciation.
Yes.
True or false? Whatever you put your appreciation attention on gets bigger.
Absolutely.
For example?
For example, oh my God. Okay. I would say, okay, let's say this. I took a position with a job that initially I wasn't quite sure, but I realized as day by day that I would attend to it. I really appreciate it. And it's gotten better and better and better. And it's just exponentially expanding.
This is Liz, exponentially expanding.
Yes.
Like she's
It
bringing
is.
a point to me.
No, to everybody.
Oh, to everybody.
Yeah.
And look that way.
Yeah. Okay.
She's like,
I don't have camera awareness.
I don't have CA, Ka. I was a model.
A ka is different.
Ka. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do this.
Wait. What is it that you appreciate, Edward?
Oh, there's so much.
Okay. What is it?
Is this a test of the emergency broadcast system?
No. I just want one thing that you celebrate every day.
Every single day?
Yeah.
Gosh, honestly, there's so much.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But here's the reason you catch me hesitating, okay? Because I know our friends out there say he hesitating.
He's not. No, but I know him,
But
and he does celebrate these things every day.
And
So there's a lot.
And appreciate just the weirdest things. I'm not kidding. Listen, I just wrote my landlady a thank you card for something she had done, and then I went off on this tangent like a nutbag. I love my appreciator. That's when you appreciate your refrigerator.
Yeah.
I appreciate my refrigerator. I love my stove because they're matchy. They're black with chrome.
Right.
And I love my washer and dryer that stacks so perfectly.
Uh-huh.
And I love where my refrigerator is instead of where it was going to be. And I love my brand new tile floor that's the same tile that's
Amazing.
in their house.
Yes.
And I'm like, I love every blind in every single room. And I love the blackout
Oh yeah, I
blinds
do love
in
the
my
blinds in your
office.
room. Yeah.
And I was just going through and I was like, oh my God, I meant to just say thank you for the flowers, but now I'm thanking her for the existence of her house that she rents to me.
Yeah.
And I listen, I was rinsing out a jar of tea, and I was rinsing out and I was thanking the water and I was thanking the tea. And then I took instead of just pouring it down the sink, I went and found a plant that I thought would like it the most.
Oh yeah.
And I poured it in the plant and I'm like, I like you. And then I listen, that's me every day.
Eddie. It really is.
And part of the reason I don't come off looking crazy is because I live by myself.
That's right.
So I can see my boyfriend walking through in a cute pair of boxer shorts, looking all cute and sexy and edible, and going, why are you talking to the corn plant, but you won't talk to me? I'll be like, because the corn plant won't take out the garbage, bitch.
That's right.
So we're going to do a fun little game that we call, you know you have a love affair with money if, don't that sound like fun?
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. So you know you have a love affair of money if you appreciate the quarter in your pocket as much as you appreciate the $100 bill.
Absolutely. You know you have a love affair with money if you're just as thrilled for your family and friends' financial success and happiness as you are your own.
That's right. You know you have a love affair with money if you have moments of feeling appreciation while writing out your monthly bills.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know you have a love affair with money if you find yourself appreciating the sun, the wind, the trees, the flowers, and other forms of nature as you move through your day.
100%. And you know you have a love affair with nature if it's easy for you to celebrate a complete stranger's happiness.
Oh, yeah. You know you have a love affair with money if your thoughts, feelings, and frequencies are high, fast, and pure just for the joy of it.
You know you have a love affair with money if you are inspired by kindness, sincerity, and being polite to others just because it makes you feel good and sparkly and shiny from the inside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know you have a love affair with money if you have a habit of focusing on the solution instead of the problem.
You know you have a love affair with money if you've heard this list and realized you already do most of these wonderful things in order to magnetize a miraculous new stage of monetary freedom so that you live in more of the miracle. That's the miracle.
Miracle mindset.
Oh my God. I'm having a blood sugar drop. You know, Liz and I try to eat about every 12 minutes or so we don't faint out, because you don't want to see all of this loving laid out on the floor.
Exactly.
It's not pretty, people.
Sure isn't.
And if you're just tuning in, we're getting ready to tune out because
because
it's the very last episode of season 1 of Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. Again, I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Lyug.
And we can't end the season without saying thank you to Malcolm Goodwin,
Vanessa Goodwin,
and Ebony
Goodwin.
Are you Goodwin too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes!
It is. It's the Goodwin clan.
It is the Goodwin clan.
It is.
And listen, this was an idea.
Yes.
And that her kids had, we had talked about.
Yes.
And then, long story short, the pandemic happened.
And Malcolm Goodwin, a director, producer, Renaissance man,
creative genius,
created
artist savant
for both of us, and he saw in us a potential, and has been so supportive. So I gotta say, Malcolm, thank you so much. It really means a lot. This is the end of our first season of Coming Out with Liz and Eddie, and we look forward to seeing you in our next season,
which starts on Thursday. No, we don't know when it starts.
We don't know. We don't know when.
We know it's going to start soon.
Yeah.
So. No, for real.
Excuse me.
Thank you. So go out and be conscious and cognizant of the fact that there's 2 aspects inside of you. One will look at the mud by habit. It will look at the mud based on what your parents and their parents and their parents did. Then there's the dreamer inside of you. That is the soul. It's that pure positive part of you. It will always look at the stars. Now, it's not longing to be there.
It's already there.
Harmonizing with it. So regardless of the physical circumstances and situations that you are in, hold on to the awareness that you can choose to look at the mud, and then choose instead to go to the higher frequencies and merge with the consciousness of the star within you. And remember what Kelly Howell said, prosperity is a state of grace, abundance, and well-being that is easily attainable, but you must choose it. No matter your current beliefs about money, you have the power to change your financial world by choosing to shift your thoughts and feelings about it from mere money to monetary freedom. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Lyug.
And we're signing off at the end of our very last show of season 1 with Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. And remember, until we see you next season, please keep your thoughts, your feelings, and your frequencies high, fast, and pure so that you can unlock the universe within.
And live happily ever after.
That's right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.